Hey guys, welcome back, Bushcraft family, with another video. And before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, you share it out, all that funky stuff. I usually don't ask about this, but YouTube's kind of doing the shadow ban thing on me. So anytime I can get out there a little bit more, it's much helped and appreciated. Our story here today is 5 foods that will disappear during crisis. Shift, all that kind of stuff. Now, these are for sensible people. These are not the people that go out and buy 10 carts full of toilet paper and baby wipes. Those are good to have on hand, but you can't get very much nutrition out of toilet paper. Sorry about that. So, these are some of the things that will go off the shelf the quickest, the fastest, and all that kind of stuff. And with all of the looming, new juice coming about, new variants, talk about shutdown, lockdowns, those type of things. We need to pay attention to this stuff. Now, I've been putting out some videos. I do have my normal great support viewers that watch all my stuff, and most of them are well prepared and everything. But if there's some new people coming in here and there, and they see some of these things, that they might think, oh, this is just another one of those channels, type of thing. But this stuff is very important. And like I said, these 5 things, you either have to have a way of getting these things, or you already have these things, or being able to reproduce these things. So let's get started. Perishable produce. Depending where you live in the country, some places will have things other places won't. Like if I was out in Arizona, I'm mixing California and Arizona together. If you were out there where a lot of farmland and everything is, it's all plentiful. But you move other places, and all that stuff has to be shipped. Anything that has to be shipped to your area, you'll cease to see those. And with the upcoming shortages and price hikes, yes, we are going higher with our produce and stuff. So, perishable things. How do you get the fresh things? Grow a garden. Yes, gardening is prepping. I don't care what people say. If you can grow a garden, that's prepping. That's preparing for, bad times. Unless you just like growing flowers and stuff just to look at, which those are still important too, because there's a lot of stuff that you can do with those things. But get you started by gardening. There's ways of preserving this stuff. You can freeze it, can it, dehydrate it. If you have a freeze dryer, you're golden. Our next thing is here. Stop. Bread and grain products, and it could be from. Will you stop, cat? It could be anything from rice, wheat, corn, all those things, and what those things produce, like bread, those rice. There are so many countries right now that is banning export of their rice because they're holding on to this, because they know there's something on the edge waiting to pop. And exactly what we should be doing, we should be keeping all of our stuff that we grow here in-house. But we don't. We send it out so we can get better prices. Our next one is dairy products. We all know the last shutdown and lockdown, or whatever you want to call it. And what had happened is they shut down government facilities that gave you approval to sell such things, like the milk. So they couldn't get the FDA to approve their milk. So it was dumped right there at the location because they couldn't get it approved. They couldn't sell it. It was just a waste of. And that's exactly what will happen again because of, those things happening. And our next one is, you can pretty much guarantee this is going to be a major thing, is meat and poultry. Everything that goes meat and poultry. Same thing with the milk products. Everything goes with that, the cheese, the butter, and all that. But meat and poultry, you won't be able to get it because the farmers won't be able to get it to you, said shortages. And it's a not renewable, but you can freeze it. But from transporting and having it on the shelf and everything, it only stays shelf stable for so long. So, yes, meat and poultry, major one. And that breaks down again to what goes into canned food and packaged goods. We all know Spam. Even though a lot of people don't like Spam, it got sold extremely fast because, we need to prepare. We need to be preppers and get the Spam and everything. Spam is good. Some people really like Spam. I would rather not have to have anything that comes from a store, because anything nowadays is just not healthy for you at all. But if you have to get this stuff, I have plenty of canned foods down in the store for storage. But certain canned foods that meat, like survival type stuff, this will be some of the things. Spam flew off the shelves. I remember Spam being $1.25, $2. I remember right before the sickness thing, $2.19 for a can of Spam. Now you can go over there and it's like $5. Yep, that's ridiculous. Now, why do these things go first? Well, for sensible people, they go first. One of the things is panic buying. Like I said, in times of crisis, people often resort to panic purchasing, buying more food than they need, or stuff they don't even like, because they think, I'm going to starve to death and this and that. As we were well aware of, the 2020 sickness thingy that happened, that they say is coming back this winter. So we need to be ready for this stuff. The next thing is, now there's a difference, and I'll always emphasize this. There's a difference between hoarding and prepping. Preppers will not go out and buy everything, like, say, all the big beans. They will not go and I'm using that as just a thing. They will not go out and buy all the big beans. They will buy a, a little bit here. The next time they go in and go buy bread or something, they will go buy another couple cases. They have to go back and buy butter. They'll buy another couple cases. That is not hoarding. That is prepping. And with all this supply chain disruptions, be it the trucking industry, and we have another fella here. Say hello. Hello. Rugnut is being ornery. We have the trucking industry. Yellow has went bankrupt. They're not paying what they should be paying out, and a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of trucking companies that build the trucks that are going under because of regulations and things that they have to use, which is too expensive to build these things. So they are they're just going out of business. They're wanting to build these battery operated AI vehicles now. So all funding and all that stuff goes to those people. And we are running out of the good old-fashioned truck drivers to deliver this stuff. And believe it or not, Biden isn't right about getting rid of the trucks and only using trains to deliver things to your grocery store. Because we still use trains today. But how does the stuff get from the train yard to the grocery stores? Does it mysteriously teleport there? No. It's called a truck. A truck picks it up and takes it to these places. There are trucks that come from the ports. Thousands of trucks in and out of there all the time, picking up loads, taking it to warehouses. From that warehouse, another truck takes it to other places. So we're at this point to where the next big thing that happens, you got to make sure you have all this stuff, because these are the first things that will be gone, that you will not see, that you'll have to resort to eating the very unhealthy stuff that doesn't have any nutrition in it at all, and your health will go bad. It's just that simple. You have to feed your body the good stuff. If not, then... But anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. Like always, God bless.